Hey, hope everyone's doing well. I've been making a list the past couple of days of things that are irritating me, and trying to find a way to share it without it being a negative post. So there's a chance I might pluck a nerve or two, but hopefully I'm just gonna help with some perspectives on a lot of things I think people are gonna relate to or have their own feelings about from my list. But again, I just made a list of things that are irritating me that I wanted to vent about, and hopefully you'll relate and this will be a fun venting session for you. I would love for you to pop on here. Is my makeup messed up? Oh my goodness. So today, guys, I did my makeup just to motivate myself. I was struggling to motivate, so I did my makeup. Okay, so first on my list of things that are irritating me: masks. Everybody talking about masks. It's important and it's very much a huge topic, but I want to ask a question. For the people who are required to wear them now in public places, because I am aware that there are some people who don't have to because of medical reasons, so you can put that argument aside. But for the people who are being required to wear them in public places, how is it harming your rights? I have a genuine question about that. I get it that people don't like it. They don't like being told that they have to do it. But how is it harming you? I know you don't want to be told to do it, but how is it harming you? And an example that I wanted to remind everybody about, and if I'm way off base, let me know. But we all know that we have freedom of speech in this country, right? Every single one of us. It was never taken away from us, but growing up in school all the way through, oh, a dragonfly, all the way through senior year, how many of you had to raise your hand to talk in class? That has something to do with your freedom of speech, right? However, we all did it because it was helpful. It was helpful for the class as a whole to run without chaos and to run in a way that would be successful. So we all grew up having to raise our hand in school. We never grew up raising our hand at home, okay? So that's just my little comparison. Wearing a mask in a public place for me is kind of like raising my hand in a classroom for my turn to talk. Didn't take away my freedom of speech, and I grew up doing it. So another thing about the masks is I'm really over all these like memes and jokes that people have about how stupid people are who are wearing their masks in their cars. Okay, so I consider all those jokes a huge waste of energy, or those posts even a huge waste of energy, because I wrote down maybe they are smart enough to know it is not doing them any good in the car, but before we start joking them, who on here has forgotten their sunglasses on their head at night? I'm the first one. For some reason, that's my example. So, most of the people that I have seen driving down the road are elderly people with their masks on. And before you joke them, I wanted to ask, are you familiar with anxiety? Like legit anxiety? So you have these elderly people who, one, most of them after a certain age, unless they're stubborn, are nervous to drive. They will openly admit it. They won't drive at night. They're nervous to drive. So they're already anxious behind the wheel. They really don't care about the mask on their face. especially if it's not affecting their breathing. And the other thing I wrote down is, I don't know how many of you have had, elderly people in your life. I've never met a grandparent. However, I've been blessed with Larry's family to have been so lucky to have Pop Pop in my life. But one thing I remember about Pop Pop is it was always hot at home when you were with Pop Pop. It could be 90 degrees outside and he still had a light jacket on. So they usually have a hot temperature going at home. Heat, it makes them more comfortable. And if that mask is not affecting them and they're already nervous to be driving and they're already out in public during COVID, don't joke them. Get over it. Next time I see you with sunglasses on your head, I'm gonna say something, especially if it's nighttime. Facebook. The Facebook. Hear me all the way out before anyone gets mad at me, okay? I'm over the rants, the ranting on Facebook. The following things are very important issues and topics. Black Lives Matter, masks, school, and politics. But if any of these topics are the only thing that you post about continuously over and over and over and over and over again, you might lose me a little bit, because while I know you're very passionate about that, I miss you. You're normal you. What are you doing today? They're all extremely important topics that all really, really need to be discussed, but I wish that people who do this would make their posts less rants, but more passionate and powerful and straight to the point. One post, maybe two posts, and then after that, share some post about the actions that you take. Actions over post. It's really frustrating for me when I see any of those one topics on one person's page all the time, because I know that you are so into what you're typing about, but which one of the 7 or 8 posts in the past 20 minutes do I really need to pay the most attention to? So less rants, more passion. I hope that makes sense, but I'm so over the rants. The election. Which election? This one or the one that we're still talking about from last time that we're still trying to prove was or was not rigged? I want to break from elections. I'm over it. We're already talking about the next one. We're already making jokes about Biden and Trump. But are we still talking about Russia from the last one? I just want a complete break from election posts altogether. No more. 5 days. 5 days. Free. The other thing is, I am not one to make political jokes. You will never see me bash the president on social media, or anyone in a political place for our country on social media, because it is my opinion that is embarrassing to us as a nation. I've always been that way. It doesn't matter who the president is, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican or whatever. As soon as that person's in power, I feel like, yes, there's lots of things that we as a country have to take care of sometimes, but the more joking we do on social media, the more other countries look at us and like, what a bunch of ding-dongs. You know, there's that country doing TikToks and joking the president and joking about the mental sanity, stability of Biden. Y'all would look crazy. Okay. Then I'm going to get to Dr. Fauci. Okay. I saw something about him at a baseball game. And I saw a post about people like, you know, you are not setting an example. You talking about masks, and here you are at this baseball game with your mask down. La 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 la. What a asshole. See, people are lying to us. Okay. Get over it. People make mistakes. But also, sometimes if we are in a negative state as a country, we look for mistakes. We're looking for them. We just want to point at people all the time. But see, the thing is sometimes when you do that, you're going to see mistakes that aren't really there. So, with that being said, I'm pretty sure that everyone saw the same picture I did of the doctor sitting with his mask off next to a person on each side of him, and completely empty bleachers all around him. All around him. I don't know who the people were, but they're probably people that are in his everyday circle. So if you see me and Larry sitting on a park bench next to each other in an empty park with our masks on, I hope someone says something to me. Jeannie, take your mask off. I just wish we would stop looking for stuff bad to talk about. It's contagious. This whole joking or pointing fingers at the doctor, I think, is another huge amount of wasted energy for people. I'm not mad at you if you posted it. I saw it. That's why I wrote this down, is because you posted it. And I don't want anyone to get mad at me. And I am not talking about anyone specifically here, because like I said, this was several days worth of me making this list, okay? This is where we're gonna get good. Don't get mad at me. I'm over Shark Week. I'm sorry. So what I wrote down about that is I love sharks. I love nature. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was younger. I used to dream about training dolphins when I was a kid. I love informative series and documentaries. But in 2020, I don't want to see any more shark attacks. I'm over it. Maybe even last year, I would be like watching it with Emily, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But in 2020, I just don't want it. I don't want any blood. I don't want anybody telling a story about their husband not being here anymore because I got killed by a shark. I don't want to see any more shows about parents jumping in the water, having the best day ever, the sun is shining, and then they got attacked by a shark. I just don't want any more shark attacks. No more shows about shark attacks. I know they're there. I've watched Shark Week every year since it started. I live in Virginia Beach. I'm 2 hours from the Outer Banks. I know about sharks. They attack. But I don't want any more shark attack shows. Maybe next year, okay? There is also a mean lady at the 7-Eleven down the street, Pleasure House in Independence. She's mean to me. So, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. About a week ago, I went to the 7-Eleven and I was buying something, and at the counter, this woman had like a huge thing of pump soap right there at the counter. Actually, so if I was standing at the register, she's to my left and this huge thing of soap is to my right, okay? So her and I finished my transaction and I pump her soap. The woman screamed, "Ew! Oh my gosh, that's mine! Oh my god, 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 what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh my god, oh my god. This is not for you." And I was like, I'm sorry, every other 7-Eleven I've gone to recently has one on the counter. And she was like, that one, the one on the door as you walk out, that one is for you. This is mine. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I just wanted to be like, wipe it off. But I didn't say anything because I had a mask on. But get it. Don't put your soap there if I'm not allowed to use it. Rant over. Okay. Now, parents, this one is for you if you have a preteen girl, teen girl, any girl at all. Emily has no reaction, emotional reaction to anything fun, okay? You could say, Emily, look at these shirts I got you at Target. Thank you. That's it. You're not like, those are cute. What do you want me to say, Mom? Thank you. Like, you're welcome. Or, you know, surprising her with anything is just not exciting at all. And it makes me crazy. Going somewhere fun? Okay. No. That's not fun for me. But you hear her on the phone with a friend, or if she sees a friend she hasn't seen in forever, she's like 2020's top cheerleader. You know, woo, so excited. Hey, I miss you. Oh my God, I love you. You're my best friend. Hey, Mom. So I'm just over that too. Here comes Larry with a dirty diaper. I'm over that too. I'm over poop and a diaper. Come on, Wyatt. So I hope that my rants were okay. And I hope maybe you can relate and you can smile about them, or maybe you can answer my questions that I asked about masks. And if you didn't raise your hand in school, you were rebellious. Very, very rebellious. So please let me know if you can relate to anything I just said, or if you are one of those rebellious people. Like my husband, is he going to come back and say bye?
Who?
You. I don't have another husband or
What?
a rebellious one. I'm getting ready to end
Bye.
it. Yeah. Hi.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's getting ready to thunder, but I ain't scared. Just kidding. I don't say ain't. Check out the video from beginning to end. Tell me if any of those things are pissing you off too, and I'll talk to you later. Remember, pray for the ones you love, and you even pray for the ones who don't love you. Okay? Bye. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.